Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Out Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid.
And Black Superman.
Also known as David Clark.
And Walter Bryant.
Today we're talking about Netflix's The Defenders.
Yeah, dude. Now, okay. We waited for a long time for Defenders. You know, as they started building it up, the Avengers style, you know, they started working towards it, and we were like, yes, okay, here it comes. We're going to see Defenders. And we saw it, and
it's gone.
eight episodes.
It's 8 episodes. That's not even a season. What thing releases in 8 episodes? They caught Voltron syndrome, where they just be like, yeah, this is a season.
But at least Voltron said, okay, but we're going to release anot's season in another month.
They packed a lot, though, in that, like, was it 6 episodes?
Yeah, it was.
They packed a lot in there. But Defenders, here's the thing. Danny Rand is still the weak link.
Uh-huh.
Because but I think this whole ordeal grew him up a little bit, like, at the end. But he still did a lot of... Like, he fell for every trap.
And he's still the weakest fighter.
He's still the worst fighter out of all of them. I mean, even if you're a worse fighter than Jessica Jones, there's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, dude...
She's literally never had training on anything.
And she point blank said, does everybody know Kung Fu? Then walked up and knocked him the hell out.
Yeah. Because she has super strength that can do that.
And
Madame Gao over here with the Force...
I love Madame Gao.
Yeah,
I don't care about the rest of the hand.
She should have been the head of the hand.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think she's dead.
I'm pretty sure Madame Gao made it.
Yeah, we didn't see it. Like, she looked up, like she teleported or something.
And then, okay, that leads me to a question. Why was Sigourney Weaver the leader?
Oh, because she's Sigourney Weaver. Also, she was the one white person in the room, so...
Right? That would be my point.
Yeah.
Somehow, because they never explained how she became the leader. They never explained why everybody seemed to be so afraid of her. And there's that one scene where she's holding the sword at dude's chest, and she kept moving it around because you could tell she didn't know how to hold it properly. And I'm sitting there going, okay, so why is everybody afraid of you? I don't really get it.
Like, she never got to, like, if you're gonna pick someone to be the head of the hand, you need to pick someone who can actually fight. Like, they picked her for star power, but she couldn't actually fight. Yeah,
they hinted at she was really dangerous. But they never showed anything that showed her being dangerous.
All right.
You know, and so
same with the black guy though. He got kind of off-paneled.
Yeah, but he was
the black guy.
Well, yeah, that too. But he was like the hired help or something. He wasn't.
No, he was on the 5 fingers.
Yeah, he was the pinky.
But yeah, dude, like I think Madame Gao is going to rebuild the hand, but I wouldn't be. Well, if they were smart, they'd also make a part of Hydra.
She was useless though. I mean, not Madame Gao. The hand themselves were the hand.
Yeah, they serve as the only purpose they serve is to keep New York's heroes scrambled around doing other stuff.
Like when you think about the whole arc.
Yeah.
From starting with Daredevil season 1 all the way through, and they keep talking about the hand. The hand wasn't. When you finally see what they are, they weren't anything.
They went down really quick.
Yeah. They were really weak.
Also, where was the rest of the hand people? Like, where were the rest of their foot soldiers?
They all died on the elevator.
I guess so.
All 7 of them.
I mean, it's like they weren't that scary. And then, like, what was the point of trying to destroy New York?
They were just. See, that's the thing. Like, they never gave you any real reason. They just were like, they needed the dragon's blood so that they could live forever. Somehow that just meant blow up the whole city of New York. I guess.
See, what would have been better is if they went there because they wanted to open the seal or whatever, and inside the seal shouldn't have been freaking a dragon, which is stupid because it's not Shaolong or Shao Kahn. No, what is it?
Oh,
the Undying, the dragon thing that gives Danny Rand his powers. It's not that dragon. That dragon's still alive, obviously, or else Yeah,
he just plunges his hand into his chest, but
yeah, he's still alive. I still don't get why the dragon helps him and why it doesn't escape. And if it's so powerful, why?
It's like Shao Lao or something.
Why is the Iron Fist not super strong? But whatever. Anyways, what should have been sealed should have been Infinity Stone, if they were smart, and they would include this in the wider universe.
But they're not going to do that because they don't intend for them to make it crossover into.
I know it's stupid. It's dumb. But that would have made sense.
It would have.
Like we want the Infinity Stone, and the last Iron Fist hit it in the New World. I don't know, a couple few hundred years ago or something.
It would have even made a little more sense if Sigourney Weaver had actually been the previous Iron Fist.
Yeah, well, can you lose the Iron Fist?
I'm assuming. I sort of assume that once there's a new Iron Fist, the previous Iron Fist lost it. But even if they didn't, which okay, I guess if she had the Iron Fist, then they wouldn't have needed Danny in the first place. But let's say she'd been the previous Iron Fist, she lost the Iron Fist. Maybe all she wanted was to get her power back. Mm-hmm. That would have made a lot more sense to me than this thing that they ended up doing.
Why they were going to New York? Also, did Madame Gao talk to Danny's friend in the last one? The one that's clearly going to betray him?
Yeah.
I think Madame Gao was building her own hand.
That may be true. Madame Gao, of the entire hand, Madame Gao is easily the most dangerous.
Oh, yeah. The other ones were like, I'm going to fight with swords. She's like, I use the Force. Like that chick walked up with a cane, hobbled through. Her clothes were immaculate the whole time. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, hey, nothing got messed up. She's walking around and just be giving out wise sayings as she murders you. And then...
And smiles at you with a gun pointing in her face.
And she was the only one that was a threat out of the 5.
Yeah.
Out of the entire 5, she's the only one.
Well, the butcher guy seemed to be something of a threat. Like,
but he wouldn't be Luke Cage.
But yeah.
No. I think that Madame Gao is the only one of the hand that any one of the defenders could not beat one-on-one.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah, they need to have at least one other person with them. They're not doing that one-on-one.
No, Madame Gao, like, there's no... I don't understand how she wasn't the leader. When they
I think she's secretly the leader. Like they don't know it, but, like, there's another hand. I don't know. But, oh, by the way, I hope I wasn't the only one, but when Misty got her arm cut, I was like, yeah!
I was, dude. Because they're like, cyborg arm, here it comes!
Robot arm! And then I was hoping, like, they'd be say something like, oh, we have a package for you. And it'll be like a little long thing, whatever, like, it's from Tony Stark or something, because, hey, thanks for keeping my city safe, because I'm not doing it.
Well, I mean, but they pointed out that she's going to get it from there. Cause,
Danny
owns the hospital, and she's going to get the state-of-the-art, whatever that is. So, obviously, they're saying, okay,
yeah, Danny's going to
give you your bionic arm.
And I feel like it's Danny's girlfriend and Misty were looking at each other like, hey, you go for a spinoff? Daughters of the Dragon. Come on.
It's happening.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen, yeah.
It's like, they were just sitting there like, so, spinoff? Like, that's what and I think I heard from Cedric, who watches Game of Thrones, that they just killed off what's her face's character in Game of Thrones, or she's been killed off, the chick who's Danny's girlfriend, because her and Danny were both in
Game of Thrones, yeah.
And so they're apparently both now dead. So
they're free to do Iron Fist and whatever else.
But yeah, I'm excited to see her with her metal arm. She's finally on the side. You know what I'm tired of, dude? And this is just a thing that just happens in comic books, and I'm pretty sure this is just a human being thing. I hate when regular people act like they have the right to talk to supers about stuff. Like, you a regular person.
Like, yeah, that there was that point where their captain was like, "I said I'm going to put you all in jail." You're going to do what?
You know how?
How you? It's like, if I decide to walk out of here, you can't keep me.
You couldn't put me in there if I was asleep. like you don't you are non-super. Your laws pertain to you because the enforcement of that law happens at the barrel of a gun. Well, when the enforcement means don't impact me, that means I'm above that law. Sorry.
And then, okay, you walk into a room and you say, "We know you didn't murder this person." Okay, you literally have nothing to hold me for now.
Yeah.
So, if I decide that you are worth my time to tell what I'm going to do because maybe I might need you to keep people out of my way, cool. But if I decide not to, you are no threat.
All right. And you know what would have been really cool is if, like, at the end or whatever, if they got all the defenders who were still alive, as far as they know, at a bar or whatever, just all of a sudden, like an envelope gets put on the table in front of them, webbed, and it just says the Sokovia Accords. Because they're walking around getting on the newspaper, getting on TV and radio, and being all unregistered after Civil War.
It's true.
So they would get an offer, and then if they would reject the offer, now they got to get... Like, I think the next season of Defenders, or all of the next single series, needs to include the Sokovia Accords. Otherwise, just tell me Netflix universe is a different universe. Because this don't make no dang sense.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Sokovia Accords, that is the big overarching thing aside from Thanos that's been happening in the whole extended universe here. So Tony basically has sold everybody out, which after he caused the problem, then he sells everybody out. Now we're supposed to be registered, or we're supposed to not be doing whatever it is we're supposed to do.
And they out here doing it on the news.
Yeah, big time.
Like Luke Cage has songs about it on the radio. But like, I feel like what would have been dope though is if maybe like Cap had come out of the shadows and like what do you want? I'm here to talk to you about my Secret Avengers or something, because Luke Cage always picks Cap's side because he picks correctly.
How do you a 6 foot something black man blew up a building in the middle of downtown New York,
and not one Avenger came. I also like that there was a point where Danny was like, "Hey, Luke Cage and the Iron Fist," and I'm like, I knew that they were gonna get that in there at some point. And then Claire was like, "You have to find some way to make money. Well, I just want to be a hero. Why don't you be a hero for hire?"
Or you could just live with Danny.
Which has never made any sense because his best friend's a billionaire.
Right?
Like, are y'all just taking money because you're dicks? Like, is that what's happening right now?
But I did like how when they finally got Danny to stop struggling, with the rope that was tied around his throat to keep him from activating the Iron Fist, I did like that when he finally stopped and started talking to Luke, they started actually finding some kind of common ground. Because, this is going to be whether they end up doing a Heroes for Hire show or whether they end up just sort of crossing over into each other's show. This is going to be a thing that's going to be running for however long this show goes. So they have to have some kind of common ground. They needed a starting point.
He needs Danny for all the mystical mumbo jumbo. Danny needs him for literally everything else because he will die without Luke Cage.
It's true.
Someone is going to pop him in the face and he's not going to get back up.
And I do. I sort of like the man on the street approach that comes with certain characters like Wolverine and Luke Cage, where someone says, "I plunge my hand into the heart of a dragon," they go, "You are full of crap."
Right. Also, they missed their big opportunity for a combo move when Iron Fist hit Luke Cage for the first time, and like that shockwave came out, whatever. You know what they should have did at the end when he said "light it up"? They should do they should do like a bro fist. Because that probably would have magnified it. Because that's an unstoppable force versus an immovable object, and it would have been a cool Heroes for Hire. That's what I would have done.
I thought this was what they were going to do.
Yeah, but they didn't because stupid. I feel bad because I actually know the guy who's showing her this. But it's look, call me, bro. You have my number. All right. But there was something it didn't make sense that they didn't call Punisher.
I'm actually pretty glad that the Punisher didn't show up.
Why? He would have made things so much easier.
Yeah, but he
would have had no problem bringing that entire city block down.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad he didn't show up. Because really, honestly, you take Luke Cage and the Punisher and Daredevil and Jessica Jones and
Iron Fist. The immortal Iron Fist. He'll tell everyone what he is.
Yeah, so the mask isn't going to do him any good when he finally puts it on because everybody already knows he's the immortal Iron Fist.
Hey, but at least he's wearing a green tracksuit.
Actually, that tracksuit, a lot of people haven't realized, but he does wear that tracksuit in the comics in the 90s. He had that particular outfit, so that is a comics accurate outfit.
Right? No, I'm just glad he's finally starting to play the part.
Yeah, but finally. I mean, everybody in New York knows he's the immortal Iron Fist. So he'll probably never put the mask on. He'll just go around in the tracksuit. Stupid. Which is terrible, because I actually want to see him in the mask.
By the way, so Jessica wants that coffee.
Right?
Like, she knows
that he's got
the girlfriend. She knows the girlfriend. She is hardcore coming after that coffee. And Luke knows, look, I know it's Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I gotta go deal with this girl for a little bit. That's gonna fall apart due to whatever, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, you know what? And that's the thing. He's been kicking it with Claire. They basically live together. But when Jessica said, "Let's get together for coffee," he didn't say no.
No, he's just like, "Okay." He walked off. Yeah.
But Claire is the hotter of the two, though.
Yes.
By leaps and bounds.
Only one of them can actually take it.
She took it pretty well, actually.
But let's see what else. What else happened in this very 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 short series. What's his face? Daredevil, still alive.
Yeah. How did you like his arc though? Like, you know, starting off after.
Two things. One, Foggy and Chick I hated them until I didn't hate Foggy, because Foggy was like, yeah, let me just go ahead and help out. Chick, I was glad she was sad at the end because I hate her. In terms of Daredevil, I feel like he didn't learn the lesson from season 2. That he was a half measure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like instead of becoming a full measure, he just gave up.
Yeah. And
tried to hide, and they had a hard time coming back in the game, even though he was the best. Like he was clearly far and away the best fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He had the best chance, and even at the end when he was with what's her face, he gave up.
He just wanted to run away.
He just gave up because he didn't want to do the hero thing anymore, and he didn't learn the lesson. And I hope the next time he sees Punisher, he goes, so, you know, you didn't learn, you dick. Like, what more do I have to tell you? Like, some people you have to make not alive anymore.
Well, they did figure they figured that part out when they were going into the building. Like, because the only person who was actually against blowing the building up was Luke.
Yeah, but that's because he was going up against mortal hand monsters. He would not have done that against, like, henchmen.
No.
But you have to. Because else they keep coming back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, again, you know, Luke walked up and granted, he knew the kid that Danny was getting ready to beat the crap out of.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, Luke Cage really he's sort of the community activist. Basically, he is what the Bloods and the Crips were supposed to be.
Right.
You know,
he's a Black Panther.
Yeah.
But, you know, but seriously though, I feel like Daredevil he missed the mark. Now, in terms of whether I enjoy it, I didn't enjoy it because it's human to just completely miss the lesson and then be like, we've all been that stage.
Unless you're
like,
us.
Yeah,
unless you're us.
Yeah, unless you're us.
We always get the lesson.
But I mean, most people have been in that phase where you're just like, blah, like nothing's going right. You know what's going on. You doing stuff. You're like, why am I doing this? But you're doing it. You know, so I understand that, but if as long as he comes back next season after the reboot and realize, like, you know, like, well, he had one moment of clarity where he said, "This is my life." Mm-hmm. I'm hoping at next time we see him, he'll finally be ready.
Well, see, this is that was my thing about Foggy, because, like, you know, when we watch like Arrow, one of the things I always hate about Felicity is you've come into the life of a person that you know has to do what they're doing.
All right.
So you can either step away completely, or you can support them, but you can't keep jerking them around, and that's what Foggy's been doing. Like, Matt comes along and he's like, okay, dude, I know you're a vigilante and whatever, and I got your back. Oh, but wait, you know, you didn't show up to court on time, and I handled that, but I'm pissed off, so we ain't friends no more. That's bull.
Yeah.
You know, like, either have his back or don't, but don't keep jerking him around when you know that this is something that he's got to do. And by episode, what was it, 6, when Foggy brought him the suit, he was like,
I bought you a change of clothes. I was like, my man, he finally got it together.
He finally got it. He's like, you have to do this.
You might say, you can't get your life back, blah, blah, stop doing this. Oh, hey, do you enjoy walking around the streets at night? Yeah, you have streets because of me. You're welcome. Also, aliens and the Hulk are a thing. And you want to tell me to be a lawyer and do nothing when I can see miles away because of my super ears? You know, like, that's stupid of her. Like, that's short-sighted and dumb.
But most people are short-sighted and dumb. I mean, Men in Black said it best, I think. A person is smart. People are dumb.
Yeah.
They're short-sighted and dumb.
And yeah, oh my god, I hate her so much. I was hoping she would be dead, but she's still alive.
the secretary girlfriend.
Yeah. Now, you know, like, chick. Jessica had a rough day, or a rough set of days, because she came in and hugged her friend. I was like, dang. It was bad. And then, like, she didn't hate her assistant's work on the wall. she took the paper off, her door is fixed. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, that's when you know, like, she's gone to the point where she's like, it can't get any worse.
Right.
I'll
and they're like, I don't want to be a hero. Oh, okay. So you'll just let the world be destroyed then, because that's where we're at now, right? At this point, we're at the world ending stuff now. Like, and I think it's a really poor decision to not have them involved in Infinity War. I mean, I get not wanting to make superheroes, but they should at least, like, Infinity War's next year, right?
Uh-huh.
They need to at least have all the series taking place next year deal with them having the fallout on the ground. Like, it needs to be at least a small scale. Like, if Thanos brings any goons with him, like, it needs to be them fighting the goons. If there's a disaster, if something gets turned into a wasteland, it needs to be that. If they continue to be in their Netflix universe and if nothing happens, it's a pocket universe, and I'm telling you, I think Brian Michael Bendis is writing it. Because you're either in or you're out.
Yeah, because I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're very tied into it.
Yeah. They respond to the things that are happening in the movies.
Are they going to be in? Or is at least Coulson?
You know Coulson's going to be in.
Because he's already a movie star.
Yeah.
So...
You know Coulson will be in there. And Nick Fury will be back. The rest of them, who knows? But...
I mean, all in all, though, I did like it. I did like the trailer at the end for Punisher.
Yeah.
If you watched Netflix on PS4, I don't know about the other things, but at the end of the episode, it goes to the small screen and tells you, starting new episode and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go back to the screen, continue watching the credits, and then you'll see the Punisher trailer.
That didn't happen to me. That it played straight into the Punisher.
It tried to force me out of it, and I had to go back in, which was a little stupid. But the Punisher thing, it looks like it's going to be super bloody and awesome.
Yeah, which John Barenthal said that he
dude, I tell you, man, for last year, I hated the idea of Shane being the Punisher, and I was like, no, Thomas Jane is my Punisher. That's when I grew up watching. And then he came and was like, "You're a half measure." I'm like, "Oh my god, he's the Punisher!" like his first line, he came out. I was like, "Yup." Like, that's how I know when someone's playing a role they're meant to be playing. So if I have to warm up to you, you're the wrong character. It should be like Grant Gustin. Hi, my name is Barry Allen. I'm
all in.
Fastest man alive. I'm in.
Yeah.
You were correct. Apparently you can run faster than light. I agree with this.
Speaking of half measures, okay. At that point when Stick knocked Luke Cage out and was getting ready to kill Danny, did you agree or disagree?
Okay. So, from the perspective of a comic book fan who knows the ins and outs of what's supposed to happen, I agreed with Danny because I know what the Iron Fist is supposed to be able to do.
Uh-huh.
If I was in universe, I agree with Stick because Danny's a liability, and I'd rather have no Iron Fist than an Iron Fist that's unlocking seals.
I totally agree. like when Stick knocked Luke Cage out and he was like getting ready to kill Danny, I was all in. I'm like, if this is what you got to do, go for it. I knew something was going to happen. We all did.
All right.
But I was totally for him trying to kill Danny at that moment. How'd you like Elektra being the bad guy? Because it ended up being Elektra was the overarching.
I hate it because like they just had to get Elektra back in there, and like she's confusing. She's like, "We're gonna die together. Oh, we're gonna die together. I'm so sorry." Like, dude, you just said we're gonna die together like it was a good thing, and now you crying. Like, I don't get her character. I mean, I get Elektra and Daredevil was a very confusing relationship, which is like a lot of real relationships like that.
Uh-huh.
And it just, I don't like her character, and I don't. She should not have been able to control the hand, because like that's great that you have the Black Sky, this non-defined, not inhuman black substance thing, but with all your power, you are still a child to me. I have forgotten more things than you have years.
And see, I got the feeling Madame Gao just said, "You're still doing what I want, so whatever."
Right, but the other two though.
Yeah, the other two, they just fell in line.
Yeah,
but Madame Gao, I was totally.
Oh, Madame Gao. That's why when she saw what was going on, she's like, "Cool, let me fade into the background," But like, I just didn't like that she was able to come in there. Like, she shouldn't have been able to kill Sigourney Weaver.
No, she shouldn't have.
Not by no surprise. She should have been able to feel that, because to the fingers of the hand, Elektra is a child. Now, maybe if she just had just the black sky, which I don't know what that was doing, that she might have a chance. But when she regained consciousness, she's a child compared to them. She's been alive for what? At most 30 years? They've been alive for what? 300? 400?
More.
Yeah.
I mean, she was around for like the fall of Babylon or something. You know,
Right.
like that's
Thousands and
that's
thousands.
thousands of years
Yeah.
ago. You know, I mean,
Like she went to high school with Jesus. You know, so I mean, like, you know, so it's like it's I often hate that in any kind of fiction where people who've been alive for thousands of years lose to the dude who started last week.
yeah.
You know, that always.
There's a DC Comics where Wonder Woman fights Harley Quinn and Harley Quinn wins.
No.
Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. On her best day, Harley has no chance against Wonder Woman, but Harley won. She won by gassing Wonder Woman, but that's not really the point. The point is that you've got an immortal 10,000-year-old warrior. Harley Quinn, who is like 23 years old, is not going to be able to take her down.
Yeah.
Ever.
And by the way, Harley's never had fight training. So
Actually, she apparently has.
No.
Have you seen this new Batman movie,
No,
Batman and Harley?
I am so off the Harley train. I'm tired.
It's
of
actually
her.
a really good movie. But it's very funny. But
I don't like Batman and funny being in the same sentence.
it's very funny. It's a good movie. But Batman sends Nightwing to go find Harley. So Nightwing and Harley get into a martial arts fight just full on, and like he wins, he's winning, but she's actually a really good fighter. But then she stabs him with Joker venom, so that's how she ends up beating him. And then they get busy.
Well, yeah, I mean she's hot, so
yeah, like she's getting undressed inside her apartment, and you know he's wearing tights, so he's tied to the bed like this with like spread eagle, and she turns around, she looks down, she goes, "Oh, Robin has grown up." But it's hilarious, but it's a good movie.
Like Bruce, I failed you. Bruce is like, I'm mad at you, but also
Batman walked up while they were getting busy, and he heard him, and so like he heard Nightwing going, "Stop!" So he gets ready to kick the door open, and then they start giggling. Oh, dude!
Next movie, she's pregnant. Now, I do like Harley Quinn in Injustice, the comic books, where she's like basically like the next Robin. But you know, I'm off the Harley train.
Well, most of the people who are into Harley aren't into Harley. They're into the chick who played Harley,
right? Which I hate. These are people who ruin Comic-Con. But anyways, though. So Defenders, all in all, I would say it's like maybe the third best in the Netflix run-up. I'm more looking forward to Punisher. Looking forward to see if they tie it in.
Yeah, Daredevil season 2, Luke Cage, Defenders.
I would say Daredevil season 1, Jessica Jones, Defenders.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause I really like Jessica Jones season 1.
I like Jessica Jones, but I didn't like Jessica Jones as much as I like Defenders.
Really?
Really?
I liked it more than Defenders.
It was longer.
Yeah, it was a full season. They're getting lazier, dude. Eventually, season will be one episode. like 1 10-minute episode. Okay, that's enough, guys. That's all we get it for this season.
45 minutes. There we go.
But yeah,
because if you do an hour and 30 minutes as a movie, we can't have that.
But no, yeah, I like that they're doing world building. They're trying, and I'm liking that it's popular enough that they're going to keep going with it. You know.
All right. Now here's a question for you before we get ready to go.
No.
Okay. Do you think, because I have a cousin who works for Disney, and they were telling me that just like Warner Brothers is getting ready to release their pay for play
dumb
app.
idea, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Disney wants to do the same thing.
Super dumb idea.
Okay. So if Disney pulls all their stuff from Netflix, do you think that that's going to include these Marvel shows? Because these shows are being made for Netflix.
If they pull all their stuff, they will pull the Netflix thing, the Netflix Marvel universe, which is the important thing. And I will go to that new streaming service because there's one reason why. I only have Netflix to watch the Marvel stuff.
Hear, hear.
I don't use it otherwise. Netflix is that thing that brings me Marvel stuff. So
yeah,
you know, like
pretty much.
now DC stuff, I won't buy that app. I will not buy that app. But the Marvel stuff, I'll buy that app and then cancel it when I don't need it.
I am going to buy that app.
I'm actually about to cancel Netflix after Death Note this week.
I'm going to buy the WB app because we're going to get the Teen Titans live action show.
Is that really happening?
Yeah, it's really happening. There may be a Nightwing TV show. They're still talking about that. Then there's going to be Young Justice Season 3. All the old WB cartoons are going to be put back on there.
How much is it going to cost?
It's probably going to be like $10.99 a month.
No, I can't do that.
But see, like, I'm going to drop Hulu.
See, that's where I get my My Hero Academia, so...
Oh, I get that online, so...
Yeah, for elsewhere. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe. Depending on the price.
And the same thing, like Crunchyroll. I don't use Crunchyroll anymore because I know of places where I can...
Oh, real quick. One other thing on Netflix. Death Note. Is that a movie?
No, it's a show.
It's a series,
it's a show,
right?
yeah.
Alright, well, should we do that later this week?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, I'm hoping it's going to be good. I haven't seen any trailers because I'm trying to keep myself pure for this thing.
You haven't?
No, I have not.
I thought you saw the one trailer where...
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm avoiding it on purpose. I want to make sure I give it a fair shake.
Because remember, I texted you...
I know you said something. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's...
So... But yeah, guys, tune in later this week or next week, whenever we get to it. We're going to talk about Death Note and hopefully how good it is because I tired of us messing things up. So, and listen down below, what do you think about the Defenders and are you hyped for the Punisher? Which looks like it's probably going to be an adaptation of the Max run, which is going to be full of death.
Yeah, and which is going to be a good thing because it's the Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain things that don't have to have a lot of death in it. Luke Cage doesn't have to have one person die. The Punisher has to have a lot of people die.
Everyone has to die.
Everybody has to die.
Because it's time for punishment. It's not revenge. It's punishment. But until next time, guys, we've been your host, Kirby Kid.
Black Superman.
We'll see you later, guys.